Hi, let's quickly write that hello world program and compile it and execute it. So whatever we have seen in the previous video, same thing we'll do it on the laptop. Yeah. So what I have done is basically I have created one folder for myself somewhere in the workplace and in that Java uh, YouTube and day one. Yeah. So somewhere, wherever you, it's based on your setup and everything, you can create some folder. Here we're going to have all our programs. Yeah. And of course, as and when we go little deep, we will start using the editors like IntelliJ. And from there, we'll start creating multiple packages, etc. But right now, it is just one folder where I'm going to save the file. Yeah, right now there is nothing here. So what we will do is we will simply open a notepad. Don't use any editor yet. We will use it from probably after a couple of classes. We will heavily use editor, but right now don't use any editor. Okay, because we have to make mistakes. We have to learn from that. Yeah. So here I'm going to start writing. So I will be just writing the same thing that we discussed. Public class hello world. Yeah, open and close curly braces. Yeah, so these are all lowercase. Remember, public is lowercase. There is a space, minimum one space, and class, and then there is one space, and hello world. Of course, you can have a space if you want. Okay, and this hello world, you can see H is capital and W is capital. Yeah, why it is so, everything I will explain, and there is no space in between. This is just one word. Yeah, hello world. Yeah, and inside this, okay, I just put a tab just for the code readability point of view. Now this is going to be public static void main function, and main takes an argument called string, which is S capital, and we call this as args, open and close bracket again. Yeah, so basically this is how we write. And remember, unlike Python, which is tab oriented, okay, these are all curly braces here, open and close. Yeah, but this is just for the readability. I have written, you can remove this space if you want, you can remove this white space if you want. Yeah, and here I'm going to write basically our system dot out dot print ln and double quote hello world, whatever we wanted to print. Yeah, now you may be asking why there is a space between here. Yeah, why there is no space here. Yeah, so this is all Java based nomenclature and the approach and everything, but this whatever we are doing here, this is what we want to print output. I can write in any way. Whatever I want to print, I'm writing it here. Yeah, so it can have one space, it can have two space, it can have no space. Whatever we write, it will be printed there. Yeah, so this is hello world and I'm ending it with a semicolon. Yeah, and this is how your program should look like. The hello world program should look like. Yeah, these are all lowercase, public class hello world. Yeah, and again public static void main, this is all lowercase, and this is uppercase. System S is uppercase, remember, system dot out dot println, okay, open and close brackets, and this is double quote opens and double quote closes it, and anything in between double quote that you have given will be printed, and every Java statement must end with a semicolon. And you may be thinking this is very complicated. In Python I can simply write print end message and I can do it. Yeah, remember, Java programs, even though we claim it is simple to learn, okay, most of your programs, however complicated it is, it will be of the similar structure. So starting with hello world, you may see it as a little complicated, but even your professional programs, when you start developing actual softwares for a company, it will be very similar structure. You will have more statements here in between, but end of the day, the structure remains same. So that's why we call it as simple. Right now it may look complicated, but eventually you will get habituated. So every Java program, whatever you are going to write, even in your technical interview, this structure will remain same. Yeah, so remember it, and you can quickly start putting this as a skeleton, and then depending upon what is asked, you can start writing in between here. Yeah. So now we have written this. Now let's save this. So I'm going to save this. Remember, TextPad by default saves every file as .txt. So I don't want it. I want to save it as a .java file. Yeah. And I want to save it as a .java file. But what is the name that I'm going to give? Hello world .java. Okay. Everything is .java is a lowercase here. And I don't want to save it here. I wanted to save it in my place. Yeah. So hello world.java, save it. Now you can see your hello world.java file is created. Now, of course, I have an editor installed, so it is showing with a different icon here, but don't worry. So far it is .java file. It is good. Okay. Now we have done the source code development. Now what is the next step? Next step is compilation. So we will open a command prompt, yeah, and change the directory to my place where it is. So it is in E drive workspace and this place. So I will change it to first E drive. CD stands for change directory to workspace, and inside workspace I have Java YT, and inside that I have day1. Yeah. Now if I do dir, you will see my file hello world.java file is existing here. Yeah. Now I'm going to compile. So before compiling, right, you need to make sure whether you have Java installed or not. So that you can do it with Java space hyphen version. Okay, this should show you Java version installed on your system. So Java is an interpreter, that's a runtime environment. Okay, hyphen, I mean there is a space here, hyphen version will show you the version of the Java. Okay, similarly for compilation we need Java C, right? So we will also see the version of Java C. It should be normally same because we have installed JDK 22. JDK 22 comes with JRE 22 also. Yeah, so that's why you can see Java C version is also 22.0.1. Java version is also 22.0.1. Yeah, by default Java stands for Java Standard Edition Runtime Environment. Yeah, and this is Java C. You need Java C for compilation. Okay. Now how to compile the program? Very simple. Java C space and the Java file name .java. You have to give with the .java. Now execute. So this is compiled, and now you can see after compilation a dot class file has been created. Okay, this is hello world dot class. Yeah, this has been created. Now that's the bytecode. Now execute. Execution is very simple. Java hello world, but don't give this dot class. Yeah, because by default it will attach dot class. Yeah. Now execute. Your hello world program has been executed. Okay. Now suppose if I make a mistake, for example, let's say I have not given this. I will save this again. Yeah. Now once I save this, okay, let me clear this and try to compile. Whenever you make a change to your source code, you have to recompile it. You have to keep compiling it. Yeah. So now when I try to actually do a compilation, it will remove the old dot class file and create a new dot class file. Yeah. But when I try to do it, I had an error. Yeah. So because of that, it couldn't complete the compilation. So it is saying class names hello world are only accepted if annotation processing is explicitly requested. One error. Okay. So it is because I have not given the Java file. So let me give it as this way, Java C and this one. Now it is saying, oh, you missed a semicolon. Semicolon was expected here. So compiler is intelligent enough to tell you the mistakes that you're going to make. But remember, with experience, you will start gaining lot of knowledge and you will oversmart compiler. But initially, just read. If you encounter a problem, okay, just read. It is clearly telling you hello world.java line number 3. Okay, there is an error. Semicolon is expected. Okay, so it is also showing where it is expected. So try to give the semicolon, save it. Yeah. Now try to recompile it. Now it is all good. And a new dot class file is created. Now you can see it is 12:15. The new dot class file has been created. Yeah. Now you can simply run it. Sorry, I have to remove this. Yeah. Now, if you make any change, for example, instead of hello world, if I make, for example, hello Java, yeah, save it. Okay. Can I interpret it like this? it still shows me the old one because I have not recompiled it. Until and unless you recompile, your source is different, your bytecode is different. Yeah, you are still interpreting bytecode. Now we have to compile it again. Yeah, once it is compiled, you can actually run it. Okay, now you can see the output is changed. So this is how you will actually write Java program, compile it and run it. Okay, thank you.